Yeah, here I go again, ladies and gentlemen. The last video went wrong because the battery went. Some time ago I was discussing with a friend of mine about buying a digital mobile radio handheld. I started looking around at Icon and looking at the Yaesu System Fusion ones, and then realised there's no repeaters and I'm going to have to use a hotspot anyway. So I started looking around and speaking to a couple of friends, and one of them said he had the MD380, the UV-MD380 TYT, and I had a look and I couldn't seem to get one unless I got it from China and paid tax and more and postage and everything else. So I went on to a company called RETEVIS.EU, and they did an identical radio called the RT3S. This arrived today. I believe it was £80, £84, something like that. And it comes with an aerial, a charger dock and charger, USB lead, a USB male antenna, a belt clip and one of those handy straps. The manual is written very, very similar to an Icon manual, so it's quite easy to understand. I'll turn it off because the screen for some reason just doesn't stay lit long enough for you to see, but I'll just start it up.
2.
And it's in memory mode, which is what it's going to be used in. And they do a code plug on their website, so what I'll end up doing is doing the code plug for the one I'm going to use. I know nothing about it, so I'm going to have a look. The best hotspot is the Shark RF. They are expensive, but they are by far the best ones, because they've got their internal browser and you haven't got to mess around with Pi-Star and having that open all the time. It's a real bit of a pain, really. They do, the latest model is Bluetooth. You can put it in your pocket. I think it's either Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. Put it in your pocket or stick it anywhere in the house. That's probably the one I'll go for. Trouble is, they're about, you're going to be talking about 270, but 319 euros. So you talk 360 euros odd, because they're going to have bloody tax to it, aren't they? So get it from Europe, you're going to have to pay. So you're talking about I would imagine about 300 quid or something. But that's what you're going to pay. And once you buy the hotspot, you ain't going to replace it and you can use any set on it. Stay away from those cheap hotspots. They're more trouble to program and they're a pain in the wet to mouse tract. But anyway, it's a nice solid handheld. It's very, very solid. Sorry about the shadow. I always seem to get a shadow here, no matter where I stand. Because of these silly LED lights, they just create more problems than they're worth. That's it there. Very, very strong. Obviously made in the same factory the Baofengs are made. It's even got the same PTT. They're made by Shenzhen Technology. Shenzhen Technology makes the Baofeng and the UV380. A lot of people say, oh, I don't like a Baofeng, they're crap. And I said, well, it's the same radio. Oh, no, it's not. I said, this made in the same factory. It's exactly the same. And they said, well, my one, the build quality is better. And I said, well, of course they vary. It's the body shape gives you an impression that it's heavier built than it is. I mean, if it's all lumpy like this is, and heavy looking, oh, it's built like a Eisenhouse, because it looks that way. And looks can be deceiving. I mean, I've got a Baofeng BS6 and it's perfectly well made. It's very similar to this, and the charger is the same. It's the same blinking charger dock, exactly the same. This says RETEVIS and the other one says Baofeng. It's absolutely identical. Even the wall wart is slightly different. It's got a slightly smaller pin on it, I think. But there you are, and then you get this thing on it. Some people say they don't work. Well, I don't think RETEVIS would supply them if they didn't work. It's designed to work with their software. If it doesn't work, then I'll have to get another programming lead. But I mean, they're not going to sell those leads if they don't work. And they'll probably have drivers for them anyway. I use that driver program that finds all the drivers. I think I've even got the driver on the computer for that anyway. But anyway, I thought I'd just have a quick look round this, and it's got a fairly nice belt clip on it. Plastic, unfortunately. I prefer a metal belt clip. But at least it's better than the S200 belt clip I had for my S200 network radio. That was terrible. So I might get another, see if I can get another belt clip for that S200. I got two network radios. I got the S200 and the Senex N60 Mark II. I got this one, and I'm open to get the mobile version but make it into a base station. But the screen is still very small, so I'm trying to wait until they bring one out with a bigger screen. Again, a RETEVIS, and I should be using that from home. And the Shark RF, you can take the hotspot anywhere with you. You just put it in your pocket, it's got an internal battery, and take it anywhere. Because there is a repeater 15 miles away over a hill, and then behind another one. I just can't reach it from here. So that's the way I'll go. I go with the way of the hotspot. So I hope you enjoyed this little video. When I got it working, I'll do a video on how it all works now to program it. And so I'll do a little video on that, and we'll see how we get on. So this is the old RETEVIS RT3S. It's complete with GPS. That's not bad, is it? GPS, everything you want there. For just over £80. The post was next day. So, you know, and they obviously they include the post. They must. So I think I did okay with that. And it comes with a UK plug with it, not one of those stupid 2-pin plugs that you've got to try and fiddle around with adapters, which I hate. They should sell it with the proper plug for this country, and RETEVIS does that. They're one of the only ones that do. So I'll say goodbye, friends. 73 in amateur radio language means goodbye, I'm going, so I'll say that. And when I get this running, it'll be a few months, because I got to save up to buy the hotspot, and they're not cheap. And I might be able to get a slightly used one, so I'm going to hang on a little while. Anyway, I'll say goodbye. Catch you again. Enjoy yourself. Scratch your behinds with a pin.